Hi, and welcome to this week's Ask Steve Schneider. Were you in the Villages area? Email your questions to us, and we answer them right here on this segment. Steve, good to see you.
Oh, great to be here. Good to see you, Mark.
How you doing today?
Doing great.
Wonderful. My first question is from Brad in the Villages, and he writes, my attorney is giving me different advice from my current financial advisor. How do I know who to listen to?
That's a good question, but an easy answer, really. Definitely your advisor, and we can help. My experience has been, although attorneys and even CPAs, accountants, are very good at what they do, financial planning is different, and they will often try to give advice, but I would recommend that you come to an advisor for financial advice.
It's sort of like if it was the opposite, right? I needed legal advice, and I went to my financial advisor or my accountant. Right. You know, everyone's good in their own lane.
Exactly
Fair?
right. Yeah.
Next question, Nancy in the Villages, and she writes, hi Steve, can you help me plan my retirement if I'm single and only have a small 401k? I would like to see if I can retire by age 64.
Yeah, that's another good question, Nancy, and we deal with this question very often. That yeah, absolutely, we can help with that. The big answer to that question is no matter who you are, doesn't even matter how much money you have, you need a plan. And that plan needs to determine how you're going to live from a financial standpoint throughout all of retirement. And like I said, it doesn't matter how much money you have, it just as long as you have that plan. And that's what we specialize, is providing that plan and the certainty that you need in retirement.
You know, Steve, I read somewhere that some people won't come to an advisor because they feel ashamed or embarrassed. Right. They may not have saved a lot. They may have made some financial mistakes. In fact, the article went on to say that it's sort of similar that when you go to the doctor and they ask you to put that gown on that's kind of open in the back.
Right.
Like that's a similar feeling they have when they go to a financial advisor. And Steve, I want you to tell people why it's not that way when they... Are you going to point fingers and call them bad? You made a terrible mistake. You should be ashamed of yourself. Or is it really a matter of, hey, we've got great information. Don't be scared. Regardless of what you've done, we're here to help.
Right. No, and that's exactly it. There really is no, let's just say, norm that we expect. Everybody comes in. It doesn't matter how much money you have or how little your money or what your situation is, that we're here to help as a resource. And the biggest thing that we get enjoyment out of and satisfaction is being able to help. It really doesn't matter, you know, what your history is or what, let's just say, portfolio you bring to us. Yeah.
Wonderful. My last question for today is from Henry in the Villages. Hi, Steve. My money is tied up in a 401k and I will be retiring in 2 years. Would you recommend seeing an advisor now or waiting until after I retire?
Yeah, no, Henry, that's easy. Definitely see a retirement financial advisor now ahead of time. We always say it's never too late to see an advisor, but it's also never too early. The best plans are usually one that we can put in place and then basically work on for years to come. So the sooner the better when it comes to financial planning and retirement.
You know, you say never too early, never too late. What if I'm already retired, Steve, and I'm already, let's say, 5, 6, 8, 10 years in retirement? Can we still come see you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Come see us. It's really not how long you've been in retirement that requires that. It's that the market changes all the time. And even if you retired 10 years ago, that plan needs to be reworked with the current market conditions, with the current investment vehicles. And you know, we have a lot of clients that have been in retirement for many years, and we can still make improvements and help. Yeah.
You know, I've spoken with other financial advisors, and they tell me stories of people that have come in, and their current advisor hasn't called them in years.
Oh, yeah.
So what is an appropriate amount of time if I have a financial advisor? What should my expectation be of them to contact me? How often?
Yeah. So at the very least, they should be contacting you every 6 months to a year, and whenever something changes. If you have, let's just say, an annuity or a life insurance product, every year that should be reviewed. We should be reviewing all of your portfolios at the end of the year for tax harvesting and things like that. You should have a continuous relationship with your advisor like you would your doctor. You have your steady, you know, annual physicals and stuff, but then in the meantime, anything changes in the middle, you come in the middle. So if you haven't talked to your advisor in a year, Or what I think is interesting is sometimes people say, well, I get a Christmas card or I get a gift or something once a year, and that's kind of like the touch basis. No, we're talking about a real review.
Yeah.
Then you really should look for a different advisor is what you should do.
Steve, thanks so much.
Thank
If
you.
you'd like more information on any of these topics, or more importantly, would you like to submit a question to Steve to answer on the segment? It's really easy. Just go to our website, or you can give us a call in the office.